This is U.S. new Northrop-Colt 25mm grenade launcher, a leaner, smarter follow-up to the ill-fated XM25 Punisher, and it may finally deliver the counter-deflate capabilities soldiers have wanted for 2 decades. This weapon keeps the programmable 25mm airburst concept, shaves weight and complexity, adds new rounds for counter-UAS and close-quarters work, and pairs with modern computerized optics, all packaged in an 11.5-pound semi-automatic 5-round magazine-fed platform that looks like an oversized rifle. The XM25 promised a revolution, a shoulder-fired system that used a laser rangefinder and fire control computer to set a round to burst in front of or over cover, killing targets in defilade. It failed in the field of acquisition, not for concept, but for execution. Cost, bulk, and weight sank the program in 2018. Northrop Grumman and Colt now take those lessons as a baseline, keeping the programmable airburst idea but radically rethinking packaging, ammo suite, and optics integration to match contemporary soldier requirements. Technically, the new launcher targets the Army's precision Grenadier system, counter-defilade capability, effective reach out to at least 500 meters, about 1,640 feet, and an expanded ammunition set that can handle lightly armored threats, small drones, door breaching, and close-quarter scenarios. Northrop has already prototyped 4 25mm rounds, an airburst round, a counter-UAS proximity round, a close-quarters battle round, and a training round, showing a pragmatic shift from a single-purpose tool to a multi-role system. That ammunition diversity is the real step forward. One weapon, multiple mission sets. On ergonomics and soldier burden, the promised 11.5-pound weight is a meaningful improvement. By sticking with 25mm, Northrop argues it minimizes recoil and reduces weight strain compared with larger 30 or 40mm options, while still extending range beyond legacy 40 by 46mm underbarrel launchers like the M203 and the M320. Semi-automatic operation and 5-round box mags also speed follow-up shots and reloads, compared with single-shot or low-capacity designs, a force multiplier in dynamic engagements. Fire control and optics matter more now than ever. The system has been shown with the XM157 optic already being fielded with the Army's new 6.8mm rifle family, and other computerized sights such as Smart Shooter's SM series have been seen on prototypes. Modern, lighter, more reliable fire-controlled electronics plus multi-button controls near the trigger suggest designers learn from XM25's complexity issues and are pushing toward user-friendly interfaces soldiers can operate under stress. Competition will be fierce. Barrett/Mars pushed a 30mm squad support rifle system to early wins in X-Tech challenges. FN America has its 30mm MTL-30 risk reduction work. Rheinmetall's U.S. Army is iterating 40mm multi-mission concepts. Each approach carries trade-offs. Larger calibers bring more terminal execs and armor penetration, but increase weight, recoil, and logistic cost. Northrop-Colt's bet is that 25mm strikes the sweet spot, enough capability with less burden. Operationally, this system could change squad and platoon tactics. True, reliable airburst and counter-UAS rounds let small units neutralize enemies behind cover, defeat small drones, and breach obstacles without calling for heavier assets. But adoption hinges on cost, sustainment, and doctrine. Will units accept a new ammo type and the logistical tail it demands? Will training and doctrine evolve to integrate programmable fires into small unit combined arms? The Northrop-Colt offering isn't a repeat of the Punisher so much as its redemption attempt, a pragmatic, modular evolution that keeps the most potent idea and wraps it in lighter, more flexible engineering. If the Army buys into the weight, cost, and ammo logistics, this launcher could finally deliver the tactical reach and lethality small units have needed, but success will depend as much on supply chains, training, and doctrine as on the hardware itself. We are working with the Marine Corps as well, he added, so it's not just a single service that's interested in the PGS offering. The Army has yet to share a firm timeline for when it is expecting the PGS competition to officially begin, when it hopes to pick a winner, and when those launchers might actually reach operational units. In the meantime, Northrop Grumman and Colt are continuing to work on their 25mm launcher, leveraging experience and lessons from the XM25.